Hey everyone, quarterfinal time, Fischerprice from LVT, and yeah, this one was interesting to say the least part about it. Jesus Christ, what was I doing for this entire match? Anyway, this is quarterfinals of just the regional bracket. Because the grand tournament looks to be happening next season, I will stream all of those matches. So it's a bit easier to like discern which tournament is which. But yeah, quarterfinals of this one. So top 8, obviously we will both qualify for the grand tournament. I'm pretty sure it's random bracket again, so we could play each other again. It's not like you are guaranteed to play someone from the other bracket. But going into this, I knew this was going to be a bit more difficult than the usual matches. His 2-star roster was the best one I've played so far. He has Captain Britain, Jean, Gallon, High Evo, which I do have, Zola, which I do have, but obviously they are still annoying. He also had Red Guardian, Okoye, just some really horrible champs to go against in this tournament. So starting off though, he has gone heavy on science champs, so have I kind of, but Torch is cracked. We love Torch. So we've got Archangel Torch thing. Archangel works for High Evolutionary. He's not bleed or poison immune, so that's good to know. He has got a Photon and a Starkey. I've got Onslaught and Kushala, just two very versatile attackers. Onslaught I could also defense drop as well, but he does have Red Guardian, so I don't really want to do that. Man-Thing and a Spider-Ham for him, and that's fine because I've now got some poison immune champs that I can pick from. Overseer is my choice because in this meta Power Snack, Overseer is so dumb. Because it's the victory track meta, and it just being the next run, the Power Snack, Overseer being immune to Power Snack means that he gains his Gamma charges stupid fast. Not sure why I picked Nico there. I played terribly in this first match. Nico is in no way useful to me. I should have probably picked Titania, just because she is another good general option. Like, I could use her for Man-Thing and then use Overseer for a different champion, because Overseer is just generally very good. But it's fine. It's fine. It wasn't fine. I lost this match. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Starting off, I put down my thing. Wanted him to use that Piggy or that Starkey. Moonpig decides to say, give me some offers. Damn, Moonpig is more invasive than Kabam. Crazy work. But he puts down that Bullseye. I go with Onslaught. Victory track meta means Onslaught is better than Kushala, because Kushala does not like that inexorable, whereas Onslaught doesn't really care. So, pretty much for this matchup, I just want to play Onslaught normally and just watch for the inexorable, because it does give 30% increased combat power rate. Like you'll see here, his power increases way quicker than usual. But it's fine, it means we can get him over 1 bar easier and then do the light attack into a heavy. There we go. Oh, I didn't do it on that one because I now thought it was funny. Did on that one. Another SB1. There's also no relics in this because 2 stars obviously, which does make it interesting because champs like Onslaught, you don't have like the extra bit of heal from the Sinister relic, because obviously it gives you a 0 damage bleed. And here I do a goose. Everything's going fine. Not sure why I delayed though. I should have done the 1 light hit and then just dash back. I'd have finished pretty much full health. Sub 60 seconds. Yeah, I literally should have just done the light hit, dashed back, let the passive stun go, and then just spam Dex against the wall. I was a big dumb and it lost me the round. So now essentially this match is over. But I decided to over it even quicker because I play like an absolute imbecile. What I should have done here, I would have probably still lost. That is true. But I completely ended any chance of winning instantly because of how I played it. So, he was debating High Evolutionary first, but he does end up going with Man-Thing. And then I do a dumb. I should, here, throw down Nico or Kushala. The reason being is I need Torch for Photon, I need Archangel for High Evolutionary, but I throw down Torch. So, even if I won this round somehow, I just cannot beat Photon. And I realised this straight after placing it down, so what I do here is not place my Overseer. I decide to use Kushala and hope for RNG Jesus. This was dumb. I should have put Kushala on defense. Yes, Red Guardian would have smoked it, but then it would have allowed me to use Overseer on attack and to maybe have a chance of out-nuking. This is just dumb. And then in round 3, I could have placed Nico on defense and had Torch and Archangel for the 2 defenders. And I would have had a chance. It wouldn't have been a good chance, but it would have been a chance. Meanwhile this... Oh, I've got 2 poisons on me. I lose. Like, it's just... why did I do this? I also turned into SB3. Why did I do this? So yeah. We do lose the first round because I decided to game end myself. Get Man-Thing uppercuts me just like Kaban to all their player base. But yeah, I just played really bad in this first game. Just didn't have my BG's head on. Yeah, I got out of the match and he was already done, so fine. We're 1-0 down, it happens. It's still best out of 5, so first to 3. It's fine. We can come back from it. It's fine. Everything's fine. It definitely isn't going to get worse in this second game. Definitely not. So I switch over a ban to Red Guardian because I'm thinking to myself, I can fight Jean well, and I don't have Yelena, so Jean does lose quite a lot of value. In hindsight, I probably should have been banning that Okoye because she is a nasty piece of work. But starting this off, I decide to be stupid again. I go with Kushala and Red Skull when I should have either gone with Starkey or Overseer. Not sure why I picked up Red Skull this early. He can be easily countered by Tigra, as you've seen here, and as well he's not as good an attack. I think I kind of forgot who was the best chance for the victory track map because I've not played it in so long. I was just playing dumb, but anyway, pick up Domino and Electro, unlucky, straight into Onslaught, so that's Electro, just fried. And Juggernaut, which is good for Domino, so I was a little bit annoyed at this point because I was like, okay, that's 2 now where I've just been told to fuck off. But it's fine. We got a Photon, which is good dual threat. And there's quite a few good options here. I could go Bullseye to split the Electro, but I decided to go for Tigra for attack because I felt like I was lacking attackers at this point. He picks up Spider-Ham, and then the demon herself, Lady Deathstrike, comes out. In my first 3 rounds, I didn't really use Lady Deathstrike, so I took her out for this 4th round. I am so dumb. Why did I leave Lady Deathstrike out for this round of the tournament? I'm not even joking, leaving Lady Deathstrike out nearly made me lose the entire tournament. That is wild work. Like, I should have just kept her in. Because of how her Rupture scale, she is still stupid even with Power Snack. But anyway, he puts down Bullseye. I put down High Evo to see how good he is at fighting her with Okoye. I'm initially thinking about Kushala, but I do decide to go with Domino, because Lady Deathstrike will nuke Domino. So I'm like, let's use Domino, see if we can get some crit bleeds and win the round. He will probably win because it's Okoye versus High Evo. So yeah, going into this one, and I'm just going to try and get perfect block parries. And I get terrible RNG. Pretty much. Not sure how I didn't just dodge out of that there. I just decided to get hit because funny. But anyway, I'm in the corner now, trying to get parries off to get up to 2 bars before he can throw an SB1. I'm just not getting those parries, the perfect block parries even. He gets an SB1, throws it straight away, and oh look, it finally gave me the parry. The perfect block. Oh, I got 2 crit bleeds. Yeah. He died in a single SB2. Which would have meant that if I didn't eat that SB1, or I got crit bleed, or I got perfect blocks a bit quicker, I would have probably won this round. Yay, I was having so much fun in this tournament match at this point. So we are 1-0 down again, because I am bad again. But it's fine, it's fine. It is definitely completely fine. It definitely doesn't go completely bad from here. So, next round. I put down Photon, thinking it's my best defender. He puts down a Piggy. I don't like that Piggy, but yeah, I decide I'm going to Kushala it because there is nothing else for me to use her on. And he goes with Lady Deathstrike, and I'm like, okay, let's see how good that fight is for him. It probably won't be too great. Right? Right. So, starting the Piggy fight off. It starts off completely fine for me. And then he does that. And at this point I was like, okay, yeah, this is cooked. Because now I can't get off my special without being taunted. So I just lose a shit ton of damage just because that guy decided to be funny. So yeah, now I'm essentially just heavy coping. Like, there's 8 incinerates on him, but they're doing barely any damage because I got cooked on the taunt. And also, I accidentally pushed him above 6, and he evaded my SB1, so I lost even more damage from what would be the first non-taunted SB1. Hits me with a full combo because he thinks he's funny. So yeah, this is going great. I'm loving it. I'm really loving this tournament match so far. I'm just kind of stuck in my corner, just not able to do anything. Kind of just have to wait for them postings to fall off. They do eventually fall off, so yeah. Light Intercept didn't work, so I just decided, fuck you, I'm already dead. And he does an absolutely ridiculous match. Lady Deathstrike is stupid because of how her ruptures scale. But there is a bigger problem now. We are 2-0 down, and I don't like that. So, 2-0 down. And I'm like, not good. This is really bad. I genuinely thought I was going to get 3-0'd here. I was playing horribly, my drafts were just not doing it, and his roster was a decent bit better than me. So I was like, yeah, I'm not feeling this, not happy with this one. He gets Lady Deathstrike again, which I'm like, yeah, no, this is bad. But we got Onslaught and High Evo. It's quite a good combo. He gets a Koye though straight into it, and I'm like, this guy's RNG is off the charts. What is this? He's getting every counter instantly. Eventually picks that up and Nick. And now I'm looking at this and I'm like, okay, we need to really think about who I'm picking up here. I pick up Sentinel. Reason being is if he uses Lady Deathstrike for Photon, Okoye and Starkey both struggle against Sentinel equal ranks because of the crit resistance. And on 2 stars, because there's no stat focus, they don't have that additional. And they don't have any gains they would gain from relics either. So Sentinel is very tanky as a 2-star in this tournament. I also pick up Torch, because broken attacker, and I get Magic. Magic is insane here because he either uses Nick Fury and uses second life, or he has to sack the round. And Nick Fury is probably his best defender here. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that Magic pick. So I plonk it down straight away, thinking let's get my first round win. Game 3, by the way. Let's get my first round win, and then let's go from there. So he puts down the Nick Fury, thinking it because yeah, that is probably his best defender overall. 2 lives, pretty difficult to nuke. I go with Juggernaut. Just gonna get the win on the board. I could have saved Juggernaut for Onslaught, but I decided not to because Photon can also do Onslaught quite well. So, into this Juggy fight now, and this is just usual Juggy things. Not really much to say, it's just Juggernaut hits hard, throw SB2 and he hits even harder. Big damage equals big happy. Got a nice intercept there, which was good, helped me keep the flow well. And he's essentially in his second life already. But he was quite close to 2 bars, so I quickly pushed him over, using like essentially counter punch. Hit in again, go back, do the same thing again, into another SB2 with the Fury up. He's basically dead, throws his SB2, thank you very much, get out of my game. Sub 50 seconds, and yeah, sack the round because magic is big strong. Right, good. We've got a round on the board, thank God, it only took me 5 attempts. So now, essentially, I just need to fashion 1 win out of this. So realistically, my defenders are Onslaught and Sentinel. High Evo can be decent to get a Koye out of the way, but I know he does well with a Koye against that. So I put down... Who do I put down here? I think I put down Onslaught. Yeah, I put down Onslaught. He decides... He was debating Photon for it, which is fair, but he decides to go with Piggy in the end. Because I've won round 1, he would have no defender in round 3 if he used Photon. So that is fair. I decided to Photon this, and I should have won this round. So this should have just been 2-1. But I decided, let's do it the spicy route and play fucking terribly. So yeah, it starts off completely fine. Everything's easy. Oh, dashed in the SB1s me. Well, that's annoying, but it's probably still fine. Oh well, we'll take 20% health. It slows us down slightly, but we're probably still fine. Just a bit of an annoyance, really, more than a game ender. Throw off my SB2, taunt him. Taunt failed, which was annoying, but at least he still throws the SB2 quite early. So yeah, now I need to build back up my charges because I was over 10. Oh wait, I'd eat another SB1. Yay. I'm really enjoying this match now. So yeah, that second SB1 essentially sacked me the match because, yeah, just bad. Very bad. I finally decked an SB1 on the 3rd attempt. Yippee, I'm good at this video game. Nearly at our max charges now. I think I'm gonna, yeah, 4-hit into the SB2. It'll trigger my Pure Light. Taunt does stick this time as well. Get a quick dex off. Very nice. And now we have got max Pure Light with the 5 Furies, and we are hitting decently hard. But it is too late, essentially. We've lost half our health, and we're at like 90 seconds. So as long as his Piggy fight was okay, he will beat this. Which is sad, because this should have been a round win, because, yeah, his Piggy fight was okay, but nothing crazy. So I did lose that round, which was really frustrating, because this should have just been 2-1, home and dry. And now it gets a little bit technical. So, I essentially have to place High Evo here. The reason being is it doesn't block Lady Deathstrike, but it makes her slower, because you can't just run full combos in. So he decides to go with a Koye, a bit more of a safer option, and I have to torch this Photon. The good thing is, well, after I get my pre-fight on the 4th attempt, thanks Kabam, you tried to scam me. But anyway, the good thing about this is Photon Sig 99 does not gain as many debuffs on light attacks. So I have a bit more leeway when it comes to Inequity and her Pure Light. So, medium light medium spam is going hard. Like, see here, she's only at 6 charges after like 3 combos. That would be usually 10 plus. Medium light medium spam is going hard. 12 combo. Up to another SB2. Nice, get the quick dex off. Go into my SB2, and she is roasted. Pun purely intended. Okoye is not beating that one, which is good. I've got a round win. Sorry, I've got a match win. So, a game win. Fuck me, man, I can't speak English. We've got a game win. It is now 2-1. Momentum is slightly shifting towards me, but I still need 2 wins. He has still got a major advantage here. Like, one bad draft will just kill me. But I stick with my same bands because I finally got a win on the board, and I'm like, okay, this is doable. I can win this. We just need to, like, properly use our brain cells that I have. Apparently I have brain cells. It's a crazy world out there. Take that Photon, take that Tigra. Thought it was a bit early for Domino because counters exist. He goes with a Jean and a Starkey. And then he pivots to Bullseye last minute. I think he probably should have stopped with Jean. She is a better dual threat than Bullseye. But I go with Fury, and then I go with Sentinel. I do pass upon Deadpool. But it was early in the draft, so I was like, yeah, I will probably get another counter here, it's fine. He gets that Lady Deathstrike again. Why am I leaving it open? Fuck knows. But I get Sinister. Good. And I get Zola, who he doesn't have great counters for at the moment. So I'm feeling okay about my draft. We've got Nick Fury for Magic. We've got Sinister for Bullseye. Sentinel will be decent on defense. Zola will be decent on defense. He has got the high Evo, though, which is slightly annoying. And in the final draft, all 3 of these champs have arguments, really. But I decide, like, I'm looking at what attackers I have for his stuff, and I decide to pick up Thing. The reason I pick up Thing is because, essentially, I am wanting him to use Lady Deathstrike against it. That is what I'm trying to bait out here. So he puts down High Evo, and I didn't like High Evo with the champs I have. Nick Fury, sure, but I need Nick Fury for Magic. So I'm looking, I'm like, okay, let's place Thing, see if he does go with Lady Deathstrike, because he could go with Starkey as well. But if he goes with Lady Deathstrike, I'm like, okay, he does go with it. Now, in mind, I'm like, okay, who is going to be 2 good defenders here? And I decide Zola and Sentinel are now my defenders, flat out. So that means I have Nick Fury, who I almost used on attack, though. My god, that would have been game-ending. I have Nick Fury, I have Photon, I have Tigra, and I have Sinister for attack. I decided to go with Photon because I don't mind losing this round. Because I think that Lady Deathstrike is just going to do bad things to Thing. So I don't mind losing this round, and Photon is not useful anywhere else. So this is fine, even if the fight goes badly, which it does go badly, so I'm pretty glad I used Photon here. Essentially, I'm just gonna play Photon normally and hope to the gods that it's, like, working. I activate my Pure Light on 20 charges on accident, but that's fine. It's 4 Furies as opposed to 5. The box was being really annoying. Just like, because I was like right on the edge of dashing in and out of it. I get clapped by the the combo detonation damage, but it's fine. At this point, I was like, oh, he's already out of the fight. It doesn't actually matter. Let me just try and get a bit of practice at trying to fight High Evo. Emphasis on the trying. Throw off another SB2. Nice. He throws off his SB1. It was also here that I realised that your punish to his specials doesn't count towards your combo thing, like how you have to play Mixmaster. So that was interesting. But yeah, the fight is... Apart from that one bit of the combo detonation, I think I've played this reasonably well. Wow, that rain is getting really loud outside. Hopefully you can't hear that. But yeah, I run out of my Pure Light charges, which means this is going to be ass now. I'm in the box. I'm out of the box. I'm in the box. I'm out of the box. Box. 5 seconds left, so I'm like, give me some damage. But he throws an SB1 and says, fuck you. But it's fine. It's fine. I wasn't meant to win this round. Not sure what happened on this side. I probably could have won this round, but it's fine. It's fine. Stick to the plan. Sentinel and Zola on defense has to cook. Otherwise, I'm going out. So, yeah, hopefully it cooks. Please cook. So, it doesn't technically matter which I place first here because my options for his remaining defenders are all equally good. Like, Sinister versus Bullseye is about 50k. Nick Fury versus Magic is about 50k. So, like, it doesn't really matter. So, Fury versus Magic, I've put down Zola first, and he's going to go with Juggernaut. So, yeah, pretty much here, I'm just going to get her close to death, kill myself, go back to 100% health, SB3 dead. But we nearly botched this, because I'm good at video game. I'm not good at video game. I nearly botched it badly. The reason I'm still hitting, even though the limbo's up, is I have Despair on, so she will not be healing the full amount of, like, the damage. Like though, she only healed like 4% and I did about 10%, so it is fine to hit through. I would rather just gain power quicker, get to my SB3, launch her with that Fat Fury, and do devious damage. She gets to an SB3. It is a bit of a time oof, but it's fine in like theory. I get thrown to my second life, and that was the goof that nearly cost me the entire Tourney match. I accidentally threw it slightly too early at 91%. It does kill her. I get out of this match though, and Jesus Christ. Because of me, like, quote-unquote, losing that health, 1.5k, that was stupid close. Yeah, make sure Fury has full health before you throw your special. I lost 1.5k points by being dumb, and it nearly lost me the whole goddamn Tourney match. But it's fine. We're through. We're through that match. He places Bullseye. I'm going to play Sentinel, obviously. And at this point, I'm like, give me some decent Sentinel buffs. Sentinel? Sinister buffs. And Starkey will have trouble there when analysis is up, because Sig 99 Starkey, there's no stat focus. Your poise has less crit rate. So yeah. But also I start with the Cosmic and a Mystic, so I'm like, oh yeah, now we're feeling good. Get off that heavy. Decide to eat the SB1 to get me up to a bar. 9 degen straight on him, and they're doing about 2% a tick, which is good. And yeah, he is down to half health from just the first set of degens. So at this point I'm like, good. This is calm. This is very calm. There should be no way he beats me. Throw off the SB1 again, 11 degens, 225 damage, it's about 3%. He does get a Purify, which is a bit ass. And it means that I just about don't kill within 2 cycles, which was really annoying. But I'm at max health. Quick heavy into the SB1, kills him in less than a minute, and we're full health. That's 2-2. We're going to the final round. I've pulled it back to 2-2. So, it took him a while to finish that fight, so I'll skip. It is 2-2, final round. Oh, one more okay draft and good performance, and we will have somehow escaped this absolute horror show. So, I stick with the same bands. They seem to be working quite well. I think he sticks with his bands as well. I don't think he changed his bands at any point in the match. So, I start off with Nick Fury. Pretty good defender. Can't like be 20-second nuked. He gets Juggernaut, which is quite annoying. One of Fury's like best counters. And he picks up Tigra. So he has nothing defensively yet. I pick up Tigra and Rintra for defense. He gets Spider-Ham, which is quite annoying for that Rintra. And he picks up Killmonger. Killmonger was a weird one. I didn't really understand it. But I get High Evo, which is good because he hasn't yet got a Koye. And then I'm debating through a few options, and I decide to go for Archangel. The reason being is Archangel is very good for Killmonger as long as you know how to play it. Essentially, you want, at the start of the fight especially, you want to tap him with a light attack when he's at 0 power, so then he has no reverb damage, and then you start doing your parry heavies. You can do 2 parry heavies, it sends him to an SB2, he'll throw it, yada yada yada, and then you repeat. So Archangel is very good for Killmonger, and obviously because of your Neuros as well, you will stop the reverb on future cycles. But I get a double tech draft at the end. Penny will be good for Sinister, Zola will be good on defense. He is... I think that was a blunder from him. He did get Okoye at the end, but he decided to go with Photon. I think Okoye... I don't know if it would have won him the match, but it would have made it a lot closer. So I decided to start with Zola. He starts with Ham, and I'm like, wait, this changes my strategy a bit. Because initially I was going to put Fury on defense, but because he's done this, I can nuke this with Fury because I run max deep wounds. And essentially now, I have high evolutionary as a defender that you can't really counter. Plus, it is his turn to place in the second round. So basically what that means for me is I can look at his defenders, and if he places down something I don't like, I can throw the round. If he places something down that I like, I can put down high evo and go for the kill. So I think this was a bit of a blunder on top of not picking Okoye. But, you know, it is a high pressure moment. So yeah, I finished that off, 94%, 40 seconds. He's not beating that with Juggernaut. I think I skipped to the end here because he had a bad Juggernaut fight this time around. Yeah, there's a bit of a time skip here, just the end of the round, showing his final score. And into the second round now. So I'm essentially just going to watch what he does and plan my win accordingly, because I have a major advantage here with high evo. And he places down Sinister, so I'm like, okay, it's kill time. It's kill time. High evo goes down. I'm going to use Penny on attack. It will mean that if I lost this round, I was screwed. But I felt like my advantage was so great in this matchup that if I lost, it would be my own fault. He does get a Mystic, which is fine. I can deal with that. I push him over 2 bars, SB1, power drain him down, push him back above, so my Penny charges are ready for the SB2. He throws his SB2, concusses me, fine, I don't really care. I let him throw another SB2 to concuss me again, I also don't care again. Shield is still up, so 0 damage from that, which is nice. And now I want to get an SB1 out of him quick. I've got 13, 14 of my charges, light him up. 14, 11, 9, doesn't throw his SB1, dead, full health. Let me out of the match, please, Kabam. We win. It's over. 3-2 win from the depths. I thought I was cooked in this matchup, not gonna lie. But we do win 3-2. We make it to the semi-finals. Thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully it's not that chaotic in the semi-finals.